And now we are moving to sunny and beautiful Dubai. We are continuing to talk about Dubai real estate, and our next topic is Dubai real estate market conditions, rare investment opportunities, benefits, and residency opportunities for investors. There are a lot of different information between professionals on the market. What's going on with Dubai real estate actually? So, what's happening now during COVID-19 times, and what was before? What are the forecasts? Is it a good time to invest, especially in commercial real estate? What to expect from the market? And the information is very controversial. So we will all ask our next speaker to describe what actually is happening. And I am very, very pleased to invite to this virtual stage our next speaker, Maxim Tsashkin, Managing Director of Dubai Realty. Maxim, you are with us. I can see you. Now tell something so I will be ensure that I can hear you.
Hello everyone from sunny Dubai, sending you lots of positive energy directly into your monitors.
Received.
I will spoil you with a little bit of sunshine today, and I hope with some very interesting information. And this next half hour will be really fruitful and beneficial for you.
Thank you so much, Maxim. The floor is yours.
All right. So first of all, let me quickly open my presentation and start showing you everything that I prepared specifically for this event. In general, what I want to say, this presentation will be a concentration of unique information. I will not be trying to sell you something or tell you like general stories about the average possibilities of sales and stuff like that. What I will be doing, I will be sharing with you the pure figures about what is happening at the market as of now. And it will be not my assumptions or not my, ideas. It will be pure data. So we will talk about market conditions, investment opportunities, benefits for you as an investor, and some residency opportunities that you probably have not heard about before. Let me introduce myself for now. My name is Maxim. I'm the existing business owner. I run two companies in Dubai. One is in real estate. The second one is in consultancy. I've been living in Dubai since 2010, so the market is my second home, and I really enjoying being here, and want as well introduce you to these possibilities in markets. So the first company is called UAE Consultants. We are mostly doing the company formation, business setup, and relocation residency visas. We got Best Consultant Awards. We got nominated as Top 100 Dubai SMEs. So I have something to share with you, so for sure. The second company is real estate, DubaiRealty.com, where we're helping people find their best apartment, villa, or investment property. We also run the YouTube channel, which is in Russian, but soon it will be in English as well, where we are showing the current potential possibilities and doing some market analysis of what is happening on the market. So what about market conditions? As of now, as you see on the property clock, the office and residential property, both in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, which is the capital of the UAE, are almost bottoming out, which means that it's the best time for the investors to enter the market. We, of course, see that hotel and retail is still in the middle phase. So it means that if you plan to invest into the office or residential property, that must be the right time to do so, because we're expecting that starting from January 2021, the phase will go into rental growth acceleration, and it why is the reason is because in 2021 Dubai is expecting to have the Expo 2021 with around 25 million visitors coming to the UAE. Of course, all of them will need a market, all of them will need the place to stay, and it will be a huge demand. Uh, People are asking about top locations and what we can advise if you are interested in Dubai in general. So we will be recommending it now based on the top sales in 2020. So the first area is Dubai Marina, which outnumbered all other areas almost by triple times. You see that since January 2020, 2020 the number of sales is almost 2,410 with 5 billion in total. The second place goes to Burj Khalifa area. This is actually the downtown of the city, downtown of Dubai, and of course it's very popular among the tourists. The third area is a new development, which is basically the area with villas. It's called Hadaik Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, with almost 1,000 sales, which happened this year. Top number 4 is Al Mercada. This is also a new area which promises to have the tallest building in the world, which will be higher than the current 828 meters Burj Khalifa. And the fifth area is Business Bay. This is actually the second, apart from the GLT area, business center of the UAE, where most of the local companies are sitting. Very, very popular among tourists, Palm Jumeirah takes only the 6th place, where 831 sale transaction happened this year, with a total 26 billion dirhams in sales. So this is the map where you actually can see that the top locations that I've just mentioned, which is number 1 goes to Dubai Marina, Burj Khalifa, number 3 is Hadaik, number 4 is the new development area with the tallest tower, number 5 Business Bay, with the second, so to say, business center of Dubai, and number 6 is the area of Palm Jumeirah. This is the statistics of the last 4 months. So we see that the market not only recovering, but also reaching the level that was before the COVID-19. So prior to that, it was in general around 2.5, 3,000 sales transactions in total. Now we are coming in October almost to 3,500 sale transactions in a month. The best sales in terms of residential units are in the area of City Walk, with the average of 2.4 million dirhams. So in general, if you ask me what is the average amount of sales in Dubai at the moment, I would tell you that it's around 1.2, 1.5 million, which is in the middle range. And in equivalent, it's around 350,000 USD. When we talk about rentals and apartment, the best rental, which is going absolutely abnormal, is City Walk. It's of really high demand at the moment. People got really interested in this area. Actually, the City Walk attracts a lot of local, Middle Eastern tourists, not only the tourists who come abroad. And you can see that the average rental in terms of the other areas is around 78 to 90,000 dirhams, which equivalents to around 20 to 23,000 USD. This is the data from Dubai Land Department. So if you are interested in more figures and in more details of the transaction since 1st of January till date, these are the figures, and this is what I show to everyone who is asking how is market feeling in Dubai right now, whether we should invest or not. I would also want to point out some of the trends that are happening right now at the moment. First of all, as I mentioned, there is a price correction bottoming down, which means that it's now the best time to get into the market. And I think this window will be opened until the end of the year. Some of the developers, they guarantee return on investment from 50 to 100% within 5 to 10 years, 5 to even 12 years. So this is something new to the market. We've never experienced such offers before, where you invest your money and the developer is signing the contract saying, I will be giving you back all your investments in 10 years, guaranteed. This is our signature and stamp. Another interesting moment is that some of the developers are so tech savvy that they can accept your money in bitcoins and crypto payment. They have connections with actually Switzerland banks, where the for example, Bitcoin transaction comes to the relevant developer's bank account in Switzerland. They do the money change, and you have your property bought in a new tech-savvy way. As I mentioned, now it's investor market and client-oriented market. Why? Because so many is happening right now in terms of legislation, in terms of protection of clients. The UAE have done the homework after 2008, and we are performing really well in terms of different, security measures that are taken to protect the investors. Plus, recently, the residency and visa opportunities have been introduced in terms of extension of the time frame. Previously, you could only get the resident visa for 3 years. At the moment, you can have the resident visa for 5 and even 10 years, depending on the purchase, on the sale, and the price of the property that you buy. The middle segment is booming at the moment. Previously, Dubai was positioning itself as the luxury location. Now, as more and more people are coming and new areas are being developed, and middle segment is in big focus at the moment, and which means bigger sales and bigger opportunities for middle range investor to enter the market. At the same time, luxury projects are feeling pretty well. They didn't feel any pandemic. The sales were on track, and we didn't feel any decrease in luxury property sales, and it's still in demand. Expo 2021 next year will bring new projects into life. Currently, around 5 to 7 big projects are almost finished. I'm absolutely sure that by the start of Expo 21, they will all go live. We're recovering quite quickly. So I mean to say that we already hit the levels of sales that we previously had before the COVID-19. We have the investor-oriented regulations, and at the moment, all technologies that are connected with blockchain, they are already implemented in Dubai Land Department transactions. All title deeds are at the moment issued on blockchain technology, and on title deed as the confirmation document of your ownership of the property has the QR code, which can be easily checked online, and you can verify the ownership of your property online. At the moment, the average return on investment for one-bedroom apartment in Dubai is 6.75% for one-bedroom apartment, as I mentioned, and Previously, before the pandemic, our figures were around 8-9%. So, of course, we got affected in a sense. But what I mean to say, we didn't fall down as hard as other markets did. So we are doing pretty well. Because our Middle Eastern market has still lots of potential customers, clients, and we are not talking only about the UAE as a market, as an internal market, but all the Middle Eastern countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, and etc. I wanted to talk and tell you a little bit more about the rare investment opportunities that are currently at the market. Mostly you hear about the possibility to buy a one-bedroom or two-bedroom apartment, rent it out, and get your 7 to 8, 9, 10% return on investment. What we also are offering to some of the clients who can afford the big ticket entry is the upgrade and redevelopment of various villas on the Pal. Why villas? They're really in high demand at the moment, and many of the internal market residents, especially UAE, when they felt they need to stay at homes, they felt that they want to move to some other location, try something new, and especially now is the good time in the UAE when the sun is up and the weather is still good and the sea is still warm, so people are relocating. The average potential on return on investments is around 30+%. I give you the example of two villas where there was the renovation made and you got the return on investment in one case of 30% and in the other case of 56%. What is being done actually is we are buying the villa, we do the renovation of interior design, we do the renovation of the bathrooms, we do the renovation of the pool, we do the renovation of the kitchen, we do the renovation of in terms of infrastructural upgrades, in terms of the facade upgrades, like external upgrades, and we are reselling the upgraded villa in around 2 years. So the first 6 months is dedicated purely to planning and designing, to outsourcing the designers, to getting the necessary permits from the local authorities. The next 11 to 12 months we are doing the work itself, and the last around 10-11 months we're making the sale, making the marketing, and exiting the asset sale. So why people are interested in going into the market? What are the benefits for investor? Of course, you know that most of the big unicorns like Tesla, Facebook, LinkedIn, Apple, Google, they all have offices in Dubai already. And there is a big reason for that. We don't have any personal income tax, no corporate tax, and no dividend. The only tax we have is 5% VAT. When you are the owner, you are an investor, and you are renting out your property, you're actually not paying any taxes for that, for renting out your property. Plus, our currency is stable for more than 25 years. If you receive the amount in money, then it's fixed. If you decide to resell after some time, there are no capital gains tax, which in Europe are quite high. That's why Dubai market can be a really big opportunity for investors. We don't have taxes on inheritance or gifting. There are only land department charges, which are 0.125%. As I mentioned, people are sometimes confused, like, do you mean there are no taxes at all? No, we have the tax. The only tax that was introduced 2 years back, which is 5% VAT, which applies to companies who hit the threshold of 100,000 on average sales or commercial property. We also have quite confidential registry of beneficial owners and quite confidential registry of the real estate owners. Dubai takes the third place in global rating of affordable premium quality housing by Knight Frank Wealth Report. It's very easy to do business. We take 11th place in ease of doing business index here. Plus, it's very easy to get the UAE tax residency. Many developers at the moment offer interest-free post-handover plans, which means is like that you get the mortgage for 2 up to 10 years, but you don't pay any interest, which is amazing offer at the market. Plus, you have a very if you become a resident, you can open your bank account, get checkbook, get mortgage, get tax residency, get a visa in embassies, consulate, buy a car, driving license, have a dedicated entry in the airports, make the family visas to all your family, have education for your kids. It's very safe at night and it's very sunny during the day. And of course, there is a high quality of life and service. So who is a resident in general? The resident is a person who gets his resident visa sticked inside the passport and who gets the Emirates ID card, which comes with it. How to get this resident visa, you may ask. If we talk about property, it should be the property above 1 million dirhams, which is equivalent of 288,000 US dollars. There are also options to form a company or to get your employment in the UAE, but we do not consider these options for now. Still, our second company is in consultancy, and if you're interested in that, we can help you with that as well. There is a tax residency in the UAE that you can obtain after you get the resident visa, which allows you to benefit from double taxation treaties, which means that if you are a resident in the UAE and you have assets here, you have the right not to pay the taxes in the second country of residence. So if you are interested, it's really huge topic. I will not specifically dedicate time now for it. So, but if you're interested, just drop us a line. We will be able to help you with that. We are really protected by law. As I said, we did a great job, a great homework, and so many. You see that so many laws have been implemented, and now some people got confused whether they can be 100% owners of the property. We say yes, by the law of 2006, you are entitled to 100% ownership. You have your title for your property, so you're covered in this term. As of now, the current prices are on your screen. I will not stop here. These are the average entry prices for the studio and one-bedroom apartment in the most popular areas. And when we talk off off-plan, as I mentioned, there are interest-free post-handover plans where you are allowed to pay in parts for every 3 months, let's say, or 6 months, with equal installments. Some people ask if there are any taxes in terms of when you buy property in the UAE. There are no taxes at all. There is admin charge, which is paid directly to land department. It is not paid to our tax authority. That's why we do not consider it to be a tax. It's actually a land department fee. How investor is protected at the moment. For off-plan property, we have audited escrow accounts, which is controlled by land department itself, by our land and property authorities. In secondary market, there is a manager's check practice where the bank actually receives the money from the client, it freezes the money, and these funds are available for the deal. Plus, the ownership protection can be verified via DLD register, and title deed transfer is happening in the governmental office with all parties involved. Currently, we are looking for partners, so if you are interested in the market, we have really good deals for you. Just reach out to me by email or mobile number. This is my email, where I will be happy to help you with any request that you might potentially have in terms of buying or just a sample, free consultation. This is my phone number and my Instagram, so please feel free to add me as a friend, and we'll get in touch with you. Plus, if you send me today a message, I will have a special report for you, which I will be sharing to you by email. If you have any questions now, just let me know, and I will be happy to answer all of them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maxim, for interesting presentation. You know, it's so good to hear that the market is recovering, that it's encouraging, you know, to learn about possibilities in Dubai market. I believe that all our attendees and viewers will now consider this market for themselves and will pay more attention to the project. And we have a questions.
Right.
The first question is from Timothy Chuma. The question is the following: do you get a Dubai residency visa when you buy real estate in Dubai?
As I mentioned, thank you for the question, Timothy. First of all, second of all, yes, you can get the residency by property ownership in case the value of the property is above 288,000 US dollars in equivalent, which means that once you bought your property, you get the documents confirming that you are the owner of the property, and based on that, we can help you go to the immigration and say, based on these documents, we would like to obtain the residency visa, which can be given for 3, 5, or 10 years, depending on the sale price of the property that you own. And you will become the resident. You will feel yourself the resident. You will get the resident visa stamped inside your passport. You will get the Emirates ID, and you will enjoy all the benefits as all other residents have. Like, you can live here for as long as you possibly can imagine, because there are no restrictions in that sense. You can come anytime and live for as long as the resident visa is valid.
You have so nice cityscape behind you, you know, so sunny and beautiful.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's getting dark now. It's getting dark now, but yeah.
It's still sunny.
Still, it's good that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
What can you say about hospitality real estate, about hotels? What is going? I'm not sure if the question is right for you, but maybe you can share your just own opinion. Do you think it's a good idea to acquire a hotel in Dubai right now? What's going on in the market?
I will be frankly speaking with you, and as we're sharing the real information, I will be very, very frankly speaking, saying that first of all, the tourist industry starts recovering at the moment. As you know, Dubai was one of the places who opened its airports among the first in the world, and now tourists are coming to us since 1st of July, and our airports are open. We have the strict measures in terms of the procedures that you need to undergo when you come inside the country. But at the same time, although there is this potential of people and tourists who might be coming to the UAE, still the hotel apartments are not showing the same return on investments as in comparison to, let's say, residential apartments, which I mentioned in presentation is 6.75 at the moment. Previously we had 8-9% in residential market. The hotel apartments are showing much less. It's around 3 to 4%.
Thank you so much. Sounds interesting. Also, a question from Andras Varela. What would be an estimated ROI and payback period for a 3 or 4-star hotel in a tourist area? Return on investment for a 3-4-star hotel in a tourist area.
Do you mean you plan to buy a hotel?
Yes.
All right. So I will be frankly speaking, we are not working with selling 3 and 4-star hotels. due to the fact there is a supply on the market. There is a supply on the market, but the reason why we are not doing this at the moment is because of the COVID restrictions. The really decreased inflow of the new tourists. Like, I would not recommend entering it now. What I would recommend is wait until the end of the year. If you remember the investment clock of the market that I showed in the beginning of the presentation, it's showing around 2 o'clock, which means we need to wait. I would not recommend you to enter the market at the moment. I would recommend wait until at least February 2021, and then look at the picture, because at the one point we expect the COVID restrictions to be withdrawn. At the second point, we know that in 2021 there will be a big inflow of tourists coming to see the Expo 2021. That's why I think the question arose. But if you want, we can try to prepare the analysis in terms of the 3- and 4-star hotels specifically to you, and share these details too, because mostly we are currently working with the big margin properties, which are offices and residential property. We deliberately decided not to work for now with hotel industry. That's why I would not tell you that there are big numbers, that you can expect big numbers there. Instead, you can look into the projects that guarantee you 50 to 100% return on investments, and which are as well marketed as big tourist destinations. And these projects are really, really interesting. So if you want, just drop me a line. I will share this data with you, not to spoil you with all these marketing details and figures at the moment. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Maxim. Very useful. Okay, I see that there are no questions so far, and we thank you so much for the presentation. Wishing you a very nice evening, and we will be staying in touch with you. So thank you one more time again. Very useful and fruitful presentation.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It was my pleasure to share this sunlight and sunshine with you from Dubai. I will be very glad to answer all your questions and enjoy the rest of the speakers, and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.